What's up, everybody? It's Just Mike here, bringing you another episode of Pokemon Art Academy. In the last episode, we were rudely interrupted by people, just people, as we drew ourselves a baller-looking Charizard. Just look at this guy so far. Anyway, now we're just gonna keep on going. We're about halfway done, and I think we're pretty much ready to just finish up everything. So we're adding softer highlights to areas like the legs. Let's go back into this scene. Let's go over here. And basically all we're doing is we're just putting in softer parts of orange to the orange that we've already put in. So like over here, we're making this eye go like super hardcore. And under here we got this. And we've got things like that. And we're pretty much just drawing over top of everything that we've already done. And that's what it looks like anyway. Because we want to make as much color as we can, you know? We're just kind of making everything blend in here. Oh, and of course we've got to get the leg too. There we go. Now that might have been something that I missed last episode, but honestly, last episode I was a different person. Last episode, I was just mad at everything. It was great. That's the best time that you want to record in, really. But since then, it's been about 20 minutes. I went and I made myself not one, but 2 sandwiches. And we're all just... Actually, you know what? There's one more part. And we're all just pretty much ready to just continue having a fun time. And not have a terrible time like before. Because that's bad. Anyway, now let's add the other highlights. Blue, cream, and red. Use the same techniques as before, placing hard highlights and then softening the edges. Will do. Will do. Alright, so let's start with blue. Let's use that and this. Good. Ooh, we're gonna make that part, the wings, look nice and beautiful. Here they go. Uh-oh. I kind of made them bleed onto the bones of the wings, or the meat of the wings a little bit, but you know what, that's not the worst. Let's actually put a little bit here too, because I think that the artist forgot to do that. There we go. Yes. Good. I like it. Next step. Now it's time to add some of the deep shadows to set off the highlights. Jeez, wow, we're really making some deep shadows. Use whatever brush size you need to get a good result. So we're gonna use the black, low opacity. And we are going to just be going over all of the, wow. It's gonna look so good. Something, Charizard's eye, okay. So let's actually use a small brush size for this, so that when we go in here, we can just really char up, no pun intended, this Charizard here. Yes. Now hopefully it doesn't just look like I'm lightly going over everything, because that's not what I want to do. I want it to look like it's actually pretty cool, you know? Oh, I see. So this is what's gonna make it look like 3D. But I don't know how to do that. Like, this takes in a level of shading that I'm just not familiar with at all. But, you know, we're gonna try and make it work. How's it look so far? Not bad, actually. You know what? Not bad. So we've got to make some come from the mouth here. A little bit come from the top. And it's supposed to come out at first like it's pulsing, or something like that. And from the bottom, it's just kind of gotta be nice and dark. Like until it comes right out of the mouth. And then when it comes out of the mouth, you gotta like make a little outline of the edges. In some parts it's gonna be more dark, other parts it's gonna be less dark. But especially around the edges, you gotta make that smoke nice and thick and super dark. Come on. Now it's harder with the lighter opacity because you have to just go over it so many times. And you never know, like, which is too much and which is not enough. But honestly, I think on all of the lighter parts of the flames, you can just make it, you can just fill it in with the darkness. Because that's really just what it's going to be anyway. This doesn't look so bad, actually. I'm really liking this. Okay, so let's start focusing more on all of this part. But now, I think we can increase the size of the shader. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, I really like this. So that's why we didn't actually color in any of the lighter blue on this part of the wing, like right underneath the flame, because we're just pretty much going to be turning that into black anyway. So let's just color that whole thing in there. Let's go for a lighter or a smaller size brush so that we can make this part of the wing like super black. Just give it kind of a 3D look. I like that a lot, actually. Basically, we're doing we're coloring in black all the parts that we didn't do bright orange. I'm slowly realizing that as I do these, because that's what's gonna really make it stand out. I didn't color those parts in with the brush. Let's do that. We need to make like maximal opacity so that we can go in here and just kind of whoop. Maybe we'll do a lighter brush. Here we go. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, and over here there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Okay, what else do we need to make super dark? We need to make this part of the hand. This tail, of course, needs to be super dark. And oh, the flames, I almost forgot about those. Okay, so let's take off all of the things there. And let's just start really going over all of this blackness. So once again, everything just needs to kind of go on the outside. I want to make just a little bit bigger the size brush that we're using. Yeah. So let's just add a couple more things into the blackness of the flames here. Let's zoom out. Ooh, that doesn't look bad at all, but we need to kind of do some more stuff over here with the wings. Okay, not bad. Next step. And we are good. Let's see. It's worth taking a moment to tidy up our image. Okay, use the eraser to remove any unwanted marks around the edges. You may need to use previous, whatever. Okay, so let's go for that, maximum. And now it's time to just clean it up. Okay, so let's go into this. Let's start cleaning. Yeah, just need to make it nice and smooth and remove any of the pencil marks, those annoying little pencil marks. Because it doesn't look like we can erase anything else without taking out the... it doesn't look like we can erase the pencil without taking out any of the other stuff that we've already done. Like this pencil mark right over here, it looks like it's there to stay, unfortunately. Oh wait, we need to look over here, that's why. Yeah, so this pencil mark right over here, like this, it doesn't look like it's gonna be going anywhere, but that's okay. We'll just finish up around here. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how happy I am that the banging has stopped. Okay. We'll just finish this up. Gotta make these wings nice and crisp. Okay. So this part looks a little bit jagged and kind of janky to me, but it's something that I'm probably gonna have to live with. There we go. There we go. Let's just file those nails a little bit. Yeah, there it is. Now up here, this is where I really want to make sure everything looks good, because the head is pretty much where we're going to be looking the whole time anyway, so... Okay, so that's almost done. There's this. Just erase a little bit of the black that we made. Kind of making that outline. And I am satisfied. Almost. This part right over here, I want to take out, because that's the first thing I noticed when I zoomed out, was the yellow. But I like that. Alright, let's go to the next part. Okay. Now it's time to add the final highlights. Whoa, that's what's going to make it really good. Look really cool, excuse me. Our light source is a burning flame, so our highlights need to be a warm color. Use the creamy orange to add the highlights around Charizard's body. As usual, switch between brush sizes and opacities to create the result you like. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So let's go and use this yellow orange, go and use this. Okay. So basically, on top of all of the lighter oranges that we've done, we need to kind of make a... You know what? Let's change the opacity. We need to make a warm yellow color. And we can do that. Yeah, so on top of the mouth, for sure. Kind of just make it nice and bright. Bright, bright, bright. And right underneath, just make a little collar of it. And over here, we just make it really big. On the arm, we need to make it nice and big over here. And just around the palm, but we don't want to get the center of the palm, because that's where the black is. We don't want to touch the black too much. Now over here, of course, we need to make a little bit of a warmer orange. And of course, the blue has to have a little bit of that orange as well, but you know what? Let's change the opacity midway so that it looks a little bit warmer. There we go. Now let's get over here. Let's clear this up a bit. Let's get this and the rest of the wings. Okay, let's zoom out. Are we missing anything? We're missing a little bit on the legs. We can get that. How's that look? I like that a lot. All right, let's go to the next part. Okay, lastly, we'll use orange and yellow to highlight Charizard's flames. You can leave the outsides red as the flames aren't as hot there. Okay, we can do that. So let's switch back and let's go orange, lighter opacity, bigger thing. Okay. Ooh. All right, so we can do some touch-ups here as well, it's saying. Yeah, okay, we can do touch-ups. If we really need to, we can, but I don't really think we'll need to do too many. So out here, we'll do this. Now this is seeming like a very bright opacity, actually. Or a very thick opacity. But, you know, kinda is what it is. But what's the yellow? Oh, the yellow is what's gonna go in the center of the orange. Whoa, that's too... That's really yellow. Let's maybe not do that. Let's go for a lighter opacity there too. Yeah. Look at that. Okay. Now let's go for a light eraser actually. So here's what I'm thinking. It wants us to do some touch-ups, right? So that means we can just create like a jawline on this Charizard to make it kind of pop out a little bit more than it already is. Alright, now over here, we want to go back into this. We want to make a little bit of orange on the tail, and then a little bit of yellow in the middle of it. Brighter on the bottom. Yeah, look at that, baby. Okay, now over here, I just want to do, well, nope. I want to create a little bit of a little wing flap like they did. So I'm going to take the black after this. I'm going to go and kind of make it come in pretty much like how it's doing over there on the bottom screen, but I don't know how to do that properly. And then in the middle of this, we need to just do a little bit of cream color. You know what? When we back out, it doesn't look as bad. I kind of like how that goes. Now, over at the bottom here, I just want to put in a little bit more black. Over at, like, this part over here. You want to kind of touch it up a bit, so that you can still see a little bit of the cream, because that's the intent that they want. That's the intent. But we still want to make it seem straight and not like the colors are bleeding or anything like that. Okay, so once we do that, and we zoom out a bit, there is our Charizard. But one more time, you know what? That cream color at the bottom, now that I put the black over it, it looks kind of darker. So let's just lighten it up a bit by putting some more cream color on it. Right back out. There we go. Okay, you know what? I think we're ready to finish now. Well done! You've made it to the end of the difficult lesson. This difficult lesson. Ooh, this is taking me ages. But you know what? Her fire doesn't look so bad. I think it looks pretty awesome. Oh my. The fire goes everywhere. Are there enough flames in there? I haven't finished adding the flames yet, Professor. My Charizard's really angry, so I gave it a blue flame on its tail. Well, your hard work has certainly paid off. It's good to see you picking up new skills. Of course, there are always new ways to test yourself as a Pokemon artist. Yeah, you could try the mini lesson if you want to try something in a similar style. Just make sure you take a break now and then. It's always best to stay refreshed. Whatever you choose to do, I look forward to seeing you there. Okay, and so we've finished drawing ourselves a Charizard, ladies and gentlemen. That is awesome. I love it. Look at that background. Look at that background. Look at that background. It looks actually amazing. So let's go ahead and save that one. This is probably my favorite one so far. So let's go ahead and zoom out so that we can see it in all of its glory. Also, we need to go ahead and change the scene. Look at that background, boys and girls. Look at that background, boys and girls. It's so beautiful. Let's go ahead and continue. Let's save and finish. Whew. And one more time, if you enjoyed this this drawing for the past 2 videos, this was a 2-parter, wow. Please do make sure that you hit that like button right down there. It always does help with the channel. So as we are saving, how long did this one take? About 19 minutes. Yeah, so in total, we've got about, what was it, 45 minutes worth of Charizard just in video form. All right, why not take a break? You've been playing for a while. You drew one thing. I do believe it's time to present another one of the 8 rules of drawing Pokemon. Let's take a look at the list. Show the character's typical action. Interesting. Ah yes, each Pokemon has some action that it's particularly good at. For example, this Charizard, whoosh, whoa. Amazing. Charizard, hey, I think I have that card. Look at its flames it's breathing, super awesome. Correct, the Charizard is performing an attack that's especially good at, breathing flames. This helps the viewer to imagine the Pokemon in a battle setting. And now let's see another official Pokemon card illustration, this time of Jigglypuff. It's gonna be singing. Yep, it's singing. Ooh, it's a fairy type in this one. Cool. The artist has drawn Jigglypuff singing. As a Pokemon illustrator, it's your choice to whether to illustrate a character's typical action. Sometimes it can inspire an interesting illustration. Well, I can't talk today, I can't read. It can inspire an interesting illustration, but other ideas can work too. So many choices. You'll find this rules in your extras section if you need to review it. And that's all for now. Okay, wow, so we've unlocked, of course, another Pikachu and the Mewtwo icon. So, next week, we are going to be going into the graduate finale, working on Pikachu. One more time, but how's it going to look this time? Oh, look at that! Cannot wait to see how Pikachu looks next time. Anyway, guys, until then, thank you so much for just bearing with me throughout the construction that's been going on in my place. It's been really annoying, and you know what? Now that it's kind of died down, I'm a lot more calm, and I can see that it definitely affected my mood in the videos, last one especially. But thank you so much one more time. You guys keep on doing your thing, and I'll be StillJustMike. See you guys then.